Just finished my run. Now I have to take a shower and meet Savannah. She went with a couple of friends and we're going to get pizza with them. Oh, also it's 11 o'clock. It's not morning time. I think I'm ready. Savannah asked me to grab a Target bag somewhere over here. Got it. You can count on me, honey. I made a boo-boo. Whatever was ceramic in there is now broken. Alright, I am currently on my way to the pizza place. They're probably gonna beat me there, but that's totally fine. It should only be by like 10 minutes-ish. So I broke the ceramic thing in the bag from Target. Have you ever ate so much that it's like it feels like it's hard to breathe? Also, we're in Target and yeah. World's fastest shopping trip. Never. We were in here for like 5 minutes and she's done. One of my favorite features of this car is, this is super nerdy, but one of my favorite features is I don't have to have the keys out and I don't have to push the unlock button to actually unlock the car. It just has to be in the general vicinity and I just have to pull on the handle and it unlocks it. It's seriously a game changer. I was kind of skeptical when we first got it because I'm like, that's kind of stupid, but more shopping. I think we're looking for a rug. This coffee's great, by the way. It's from a place called Caliber in Nashville. It's a lot cheaper than like the more expensive places like Crema. And this is a medium. So if you're in Nashville, try Caliber. And they have a drive-thru. Looking for a rug. Savannah. I'm gonna call her. No answer. Cool. There she is. Where'd you go? I went outside. Savannah's looking at baby clothes and not really interested in that. So the people that we went to lunch with, you've seen Jacob and Megan on the vlog before, but Jacob and I started talking about something that we actually both do when we're on gigs, and it purely depends on the group if this is a thing or if it's not a thing. Basically, when you're with a group and you're a hired contracted like musician, you're either going to do one of two things within that group while you're on the gig. You're either going to do everything with everybody at all times, or you're all gonna kind of do your own thing and then like break apart and then come back together when it's time for the gig. And I'm talking about like downtime, like at the hotels or in the town that you're in for the day or whatever. And there's really two types of people: the people that love the group stuff and the people that love just having the freedom to do whatever they want to do. Now, neither one's wrong and neither one's right. It's just purely personal preference. And I think, from my experience at least, what the group does, like if they do one thing or the other, is largely dependent on who's cutting the check, whether that be the artist or that be the producer, mostly just the artist really. And for me, and I think Jacob too, based on the conversation, I always loved having the freedom just to do whatever I wanted to do. And that doesn't mean that I would necessarily always opt to just stay in the hotel or not really be social at all. A lot of times I would end up going with the group to do things, but me as a person, I know that I recharge having like my alone time, and whenever that was an option, most of the time I would enjoy exercising it to some degree. But yeah, it was just an interesting conversation, and I was glad that I'm not the only one that does that. If you're one of those two people, let me know what one you are, and I'd love to talk about it. Savannah's still in there. Just to clarify, the baby clothes aren't for us. They're for a friend and the baby shower coming up. I feel like I should include that. Going on here? Why would you? Okay. Something stuck in my shoe. Before we lived in the house that we're currently in, I used to come down here to run all the time, mostly because it was the closest trail. And I love where I'm running now, but I do miss this trail. Do you miss it? Mm-hmm. Again, I love running to the lake and everything. I think I just want to run somewhere different. Also, the water is way higher than what I remember. So I couldn't figure out why she just randomly turned around. Then I saw this. Kind of makes sense. This guy does. He's gonna go for it. Morning we're taking it a little easy, mostly just because it's kind of raining outside, and I just honestly, when it's raining, my drive to do things just goes way down. And it's also apparently Tennessee is under a tornado watch, which is something that was new when we moved to Tennessee. Before it was just earthquakes, but now it's tornadoes. Let me know if this is okay. So I have this thing where it doesn't sit flush, and it's because of these prongs right here don't match up with those. It doesn't. That should fix it. Just took this piece. Oh, what could go wrong? All right, moment of truth. I was thinking about yesterday's conversation a little bit more with Jacob, talking about, it is so windy. Talking about just feeling obligated to like go do things even if you didn't want to, and for me, when I was younger, for years I would just do whatever people wanted. I would always do whatever the group was doing just so that I wouldn't want to offend anybody. And as I've got older, I've slowly shifted into being more mindful of what I need personally. Not saying that I'm going to just go off and do whatever I want and not care what other people think or not care how it affects other people, but I'm just making more of a priority on my own personal mental health, because that's important. And when I was younger, I didn't put enough emphasis on that. And I think the ironic thing is, if you're more aware of your mental health and you're in a good mental state, then it makes everybody else around you, it just makes it better. I decided to go on a walk today, mostly because I didn't want to run because the wind is supposed to get to like 50 miles an hour, and I didn't feel like dealing with that. But I wanted to go outside, so I'm on a walk. That's why I'm outside. Despite the wind, it's surprisingly calm and soothing. So I walked to the other side of our neighborhood. This is normally the spot that I start my run. Like I run down this and then I go that way. And I wanted to walk down here. According to the weather app, I have 23 minutes till downpour is supposed to take place. So I'm gonna grab a couple of shots, enjoy a couple of views, and then head home. That guy's in a hurry too. He must. Oh, I'm getting hit by something. You see all these tiny rocks? The amount of tiny rocks that get into these sandals underneath my foot is astonishing. Every 5 seconds, I'm kicking my shoe off and getting the rock. It's astonishing. Did that car seem as close to you as it did to me? I feel like it got super, super close. Little after walk coffee. So for the past week, I've really been posting consistently on TikTok. And it's mostly just an experiment, just to kind of figure out how that social media platform really functions. Because if you don't know, different social media platforms acquire different things and succeed in different ways. So Instagram functions in a different way than TikTok does, than YouTube, than Twitter. They're all just a little bit different. And for me, the fastest way for me to figure out what exactly works for my specific brand, I guess, it's just to post a lot of content. So over there I'm posting 4 times a day, and a lot of it's just excerpts from this vlog, but I'm packaging them a little bit differently. Doing stuff like this, I really love it because it's almost kind of like, I look at it as a puzzle that you have to like figure out and kind of unlock whatever works for you. And the cool thing is it's going to be different for every single person. So the puzzle looks a little different to everybody else. That's why I've never really done like any marketing agencies or done any like consulting, because what works for me is probably not going to work for you. And now there might be certain aspects that will work, but not everything's going to translate like one-to-one, if that makes sense. All that to be said, if you're curious, I'll put it down below, and I would love to hear your feedback on stuff you enjoy, stuff that you would like to see on TikTok, because again, it's a different medium than YouTube, and you consume it completely differently. So I'm trying to figure that out, you know? And if you end up going to my TikTok and looking at let me know, because I would love to, I'd love to thank you personally for making that trip from here to TikTok. Okay, now I actually have to get some work done. Enough procrastinating. Don't be rude. You know, we didn't have propane for this grill for like 3 months, and every time a gust of wind would come, it would knock the thing over. And today, it's been super windy, it hasn't blown over once, and I think it's because the propane tank acts as some kind of counterweight, preventing it. It's nice to have it not blowing across our patio every time a gust of wind. So I had a couple of plans today, but the rain and the storm kind of prevents me from accomplishing those and doing those, which really stinks because I wanted to get outside. I've been inside for like almost a week just working, and it's fine. It's totally fine. I also do enjoy being out on our patio as the storm goes by. One thing that I do remember living in North Carolina, which I didn't live there for long. I was born there and I lived there till I was 8, but then I grew up in Southern California. But one thing that I really do remember living there is the storms. Like, I love sitting on the patio listening to the rain, and just, you know those pictures or videos on the internet where there's like, it's a storm or a tornado and you see the dad like standing outside with his hands on his hips? That's totally me, and I completely own that. I love it. I've embraced it. But all that to be said, I can't do what I was going to do, so I'm just kind of out here just relaxing and embracing my inner dad. Alright, I think it's time to go inside. Savannah has a photo shoot tomorrow and she needs a stool, so we're in Walmart getting... You know, I'm actually thinking about changing the wheels on my office chair. They have these wheels, but I've seen office chairs with they're almost like scooter wheels, and mine keep getting stuck because of the dirt and everything. I just need to figure out how to go about doing that. It seems pretty simple, but I need to do more research. Did you find what you're looking for? I didn't know they had ADAT cables here. That's what I use to connect my two interface. Walmart. So I do know that I am late to the game, but Instagram has this thing called bonuses, and they've invited me. I guess it's something you have to be invited to. I really don't know anything about this. I literally watched a couple of videos on my run, and that's my knowledge. That's the extent of my knowledge on bonuses. But everything that I can gather, you have to be invited by Instagram to be a part of it, and I received that notification like 6 months ago, ignored it, received it a second time, partially set my account up, and today I finally, it took 3 times. But I'm reading up on it just to see what the stipulations are and honestly what it is, because I have no idea. And it's kind of cool. From everything that I've been able to gather, it's basically their answer to TikTok paying creators and YouTube paying creators, I guess. It's interesting to me how different companies have different payment structures and how they structure payouts, what content is deemed worthy of receiving money and what is it, because they're all a little bit different. It's fascinating. All that to be said, I set that up on my Instagram, and I'm gonna actually post more regularly on there. I still don't know what the bonuses are though. Watch this. He brings up this he's not allowed on the couch first of all, but he brings up this little ball as a token or a bargaining chip to get on the couch. And then he goes and plays fetch. This happens at least, and I'm not exaggerating, 30 to 40 times a day. Oh, here he goes again. Drops it. Oh. All day long. It's like a dog. That's probably one of my favorite time lapses I've ever got. Not completely sure what we're doing today. I know Savannah has a shoot later this evening with that stool that we just got. I do know we're tired of being in the house. We've been in the house basically all week, and we're both tired of being here. Also, if you didn't notice, the first part of this vlog was from yesterday, and the rest is from today. Not sure if you caught that or not. Looks like you can't go.
They have a bunch of trails and shit.
Savannah's photo shoot isn't set to start for another like 20 minutes, so we are across the street exploring. Is that porta potty sideways? That's definitely a porta potty. Hopefully nobody's in there. Well, Savannah's currently doing her photo shoot, and I'm actually exporting a video that's gonna come out on Monday. I think I'm just gonna commit to it for a while. I think I'm just gonna commit to doing long videos once a week, like the one that is exporting right now. I'm pretty pumped about, but it's an hour and like 16 minutes or something like that. And the thought process behind the whole thing is really when I'm consuming content on YouTube, if I find a video that's like an hour or like 30 minutes or something, I'll naturally gravitate towards that and watch it because I know that I'm going to be on the platform for a while, and I know that I naturally gravitate towards the longer form videos versus like shorter form videos. But that's just me, and that's kind of the thought process behind that. If you have similar interests or similar ways of doing it, or even different ones, I'd love to hear your feedback on it. No shortage of freaking branches on this road, my gosh. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think I can, I don't think I can go through that one. I'll have to go around. It's a big stick. Like the 5th tree or 6th tree. All of that is from the windstorm that happened yesterday. It's crazy. Also, with all the sticks, keeping a consistent speed is key to not fly off the skateboard. So I have to like maintain at least like a medium-ish speed. That's not technical at all. Not quite sure what way to go. I can go this way or I can go that way. I'm probably gonna go that way. Very narrow road. It's like that other episode where the road was missing. Sounds like Bill and I would have a lot in common. This view is incredible. Okay, I think this is gonna be my turnaround point. It's almost like I'm on a run. The skateboard and everything else is back there. If I time it right, Savannah should be done as I'm pulling up to the car. Well, Savannah's not here, and there's no everybody else left. I'm gonna go try to find her. My export's done though. She's somewhere out there, I think. At that skateboarder. I love it. Reminds me of a young John. That's a lot braver than I am, though. I would never do with that, with the sticks and the branches on a regular skateboard. I have brakes. I think she's way down there in that field. I think. In an effort not to be in her shot, because I'm gonna go all the way around this, just so that she doesn't have to mask me out. Earlier in the vlog, we were up there, the very tippy top. For scale, see that lady over there? That's how big. It's pretty big.